The first time I heard it, I thought it was just my imagination. A faint, haunting melody drifting through the air as I walked home from my late-night shift at the hospital. It was beautiful, yet somehow wrong, like a lullaby sung by a grieving mother. I shook it off, chalking it up to exhaustion. But then I heard it again the next night, and the next. Always at 3:17 a.m., always when I was alone on that quiet street. I tried to record it once, but my phone only picked up static. When I mentioned it to my coworkers, they looked at me like I was losing it. Maybe I was. One night, curiosity got the better of me. I followed the sound, my heart pounding as the melody grew louder. It led me to an old music box store I'd passed 100 times but never noticed before. The sign read Melodies of Memory in faded gold letters. Through the grimy window I could see rows upon rows of music boxes, their lids closed, waiting. As I stood there transfixed, the door creaked open on its own. I should have run. Every instinct screamed at me to leave. But that haunting melody pulled me in like a siren's song. Inside, dust motes danced in the dim light. The walls were lined with shelves, each holding dozens of music boxes of all shapes and sizes. In the center of the room stood a single, ornate music box on a pedestal. Its lid was open, a tiny ballerina frozen mid-pirouette. But no music played. As I approached, the ballerina's head slowly turned to face me. Its painted eyes blinked. I stumbled back, knocking into a shelf. Music boxes crashed to the floor, their lids flying open. And then the music started. Hundreds of melodies filled the air, a cacophony of tinkling notes that burrowed into my brain. Each one felt alive and hungry. Ghostly shapes began to rise from the music boxes, translucent, twisted figures caught in eternal dances. Their faces were masks of agony and ecstasy. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. I couldn't move. The ghostly dancers circled me, their cold fingers caressing my skin. The ballerina music box began to play its song, the melody I'd been hearing all along. It drowned out all the others, filling my head until I could think of nothing else. I felt myself starting to fade, becoming lighter, less substantial. With horror, I realized what was happening. These weren't just music boxes, they were prisons, soul traps, and now I was becoming one of them. As my consciousness slipped away, I saw my body collapse to the floor. But I was still there, trapped in the ornate music box. The ballerina that had once been its prisoner now wore my face, smiling with relief as it walked out the door in my body. I tried to call out, to warn the world about the danger lurking in this innocuous shop. But all that came out was that haunting melody. Now I play my song night after night, hoping to lure someone in, not out of malice, but desperation. Because maybe if someone else takes my place, I can finally be free. But freedom, I've learned, is a cruel illusion in this place. You see, time doesn't move normally here. What feels like days to me might be years in the outside world. And in that time, I've seen things, horrible things. I've watched as other lost souls were drawn in, their essence drained and trapped just like mine. I've seen the shopkeeper, if you can call it that, emerge from the shadows. It's not human, not even close. Its form shifts and writhes, a mass of darkness with too many limbs and eyes that glow like dying stars. It tends to its collection with twisted care, polishing the music boxes, winding them up. Sometimes it opens a box and feeds. I can't describe the sounds, the sensation of a soul being devoured. It's a pain beyond anything the living can comprehend. But the worst part, the truly horrifying thing I've discovered, We're not really individuals anymore. All of us trapped souls, we're connected now. Our memories, our essences, they've begun to blur together. I can feel the others in my mind, their fears, their regrets, their fading identities merging with my own. There are hundreds of us, maybe thousands. And with each new victim, our shared consciousness grows. It's maddening. Imagine having the memories of a Victorian-era child mingling with those of a 1980s stockbroker and a medieval peasant, all swirling in your mind. So now as I play my nightly song, I'm torn. Part of me still desperately wants to escape, but another part, a growing part, wants to warn people away. Because joining us now means becoming part of this eldritch hive mind, this gestalt of suffering that's building towards some unimaginable end. And yet, the loneliness, the maddening isolation of being trapped in this tiny box. Sometimes it's too much to bear. In those moments of weakness, I play my song louder, hoping to draw someone in, hating myself for it, but unable to stop. So if you're walking alone late at night and hear a strange, beautiful melody, please don't follow it. Don't let your curiosity get the better of you. Run. Run as fast as you can. But if you do come, if you do open the door to Melodies of Memory, know that a small, selfish part of me will be grateful, because I'm still here, trapped in this music box. And as much as I hate it, I'll do anything to escape.